I'm back because I wanted to do this the right way. Hey y'all, it's your girl Dawn, the spiritual doula. I am a medicine woman. I am a womb practitioner. I am an herbalist. I am a Reiki practitioner, spiritual life coach. And today I want to discuss. I want to do this the right way, okay? I want to discuss this thing that's going around saying that our ancestors are demonic. Venerating our ancestors are demonic. Baby. Listen, and I got my notes here because I had to get it right. I had to go back to my notes. We venerate everyone else's ancestors but our own. For example, let's look at a $5 bill and a $1 bill. Where's my money? Let's look at a $5 bill and a $1 bill. We've been taught to venerate. Who is on this $5 bill? Abe Lincoln. Who's this on this $1 bill? Who's this? This is a physical representation of ancestral veneration. That is a physical representation of venerating everyone else's ancestors but our own. Let me give you another example. When you walk through the airport, whose names are on those airports? Ancestor veneration. When you go into a school building, some of the names, whose names are on those? The majority of people, all those names belong to white folks. Ancestor veneration. When you walk outside, you see the street sign. Ancestral veneration. The holidays. Ancestral veneration. Did I say the schools? Ancestral veneration. Do you know how many people go visit the Abe Lincoln Memorial, his statue, per year? About 5 million people go visit that man's statue. That is ancestral veneration. Mount Rushmore, the faces on Mount Rushmore. Who do they belong to? Ancestral veneration, right in front of our faces. But when black folks want to honor their ancestors, they are called demonic. It's called demonic. Why? Why? Because they want us to forget. Because forgetting is a true death. I always say forgetting is a true death. When you forget your ancestors, you forget who you are. I'm going to say it again. When you forget your ancestors, you forget who you are. You are literally cutting the cord that ties your spirit to your purpose. They wanted us to forget because we don't need a lot of things to have a connection with God, source, spirit, universe. We have a direct connection. And when you have a direct connection, you cannot be controlled. You are unbreakable. I say this all the time. Your ancestors, they are not gone. They may have passed, but energetically and spiritually, they are still here. Go and watch, and I'm going to give you some movies to watch. As an example, go and watch Coco. Go and watch Coco. One of the greatest movies in kid form is simple. I gotta hop into a meeting real quick. Your ancestors live through your voice. Your ancestors live through your dreams. Your ancestors live through your intuition. And your ancestors live through your emotions. This is what they don't want us to connect to. That's why they're saying it's demonic. Our ancestors had spiritual practices that they used back in the day during their slavery days to get them through whatever they were going through in the past. We need to pick up those same practices because spiritual warfare right now is at an all-time high. How do you think we got here? Our ancestors survived what they needed to survive to get us here. This is why everybody is saying, oh, your ancestral renovation is demonic. But when it's ancestral renovation around us every single day. They're not talking about that kind of like demonic, right? They're not, the Asians do it all the time. White folks do it all the time. But when it comes to black folks venerating their ancestors, it's a problem. When it comes to black folks putting Big Mama picture on the altar, it's a problem. When it comes to black folks lighting candles and speaking to herbs and speaking in tongues and using movement as breath and using movement as medicine, it's a problem. Why do they make it a problem when it's us, but never for nobody else? Why? Because when we know our ancestors, when we know our spirit guides, when we know, it gives us direct connection with the sacred energy that lives within us, and that becomes a problem. You can't control somebody that has a direct connection to spirit. You can't control somebody that has ancient wisdom that lives within them and they're applying it to their everyday life to escape whatever you call the matrix or whatever it is. And to protect themselves and their loved ones during spiritual warfare. It's a lot of lost souls out here right now. I went into meditation. It's a lot of lost souls. Spiritual warfare is at an all-time high. So you must be praying. You must be protected. You must know, how can I be the one to protect my loved ones at this time with the ancestral practices and the spiritual knowledge and the ancestral wisdom that's been passed down to from my ancestors? But how can you obtain that knowledge and that wisdom if you're not connected to them? You keep going outside of yourself to look for the answers. That's the problem. Go within. Ask your ancestors, especially during this time. Your gifts live within you. They're just lying dormant. All they need to do is wake up. If you have someone in your family, if you know you have the gift of teaching, the gift of speaking, you call on that ancestor. Oh, I'm creating something right now. I have to go speak in front of a crowd of 10,000 people. You channel that wisdom from them. Help me. You channel that wisdom from them. That's why they don't want you to practice ancestral renovation, because they know the energy behind it. They know what it can do. I be over here preaching, and it's like, we were taught that, we were so conditioned. That's what it is. We were conditioned to thinking that our ancestors are evil, it's demonic, it's not right. We've been so conditioned by that. And every movie that you see and everything that you see, we've been told that it's negative. The movies that all try to teach us, the movies that did try to teach us about ancestral renovation or anything like that, it's animal movies. Take the Lion King for instance. Mufasa, Simba. He was telling Timon and Pumbaa about the stars. Like, yeah, look up there. That's your ancestors. That's your folks. Da 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 da. Right? And they laughed at him. And then here come the monkey. The monkey like, yo, go to the water and go talk to your dad. Go talk to Mufasa. He looked in that water. He spoke to his dad. It was a direct reflection. And then what happened after that? He remembered who he was and went back to go claim his rightful place as king. Because at first he forgot. He was scared. He was like, I ain't doing that. No, I don't know who I am. I'm not the king of nothing. He connected to his ancestral wisdom and that ancestral knowledge and was like, oh, I'm the king of this. I'm the king. Let me go claim my rightful place. And then he went back. What happened? The hyenas and Scar was shook. They was like, oh shit. They shame us for our practices, but they want us to practice theirs. Come on, y'all. Be for real. Be for real. It's 2025. Be for real. For real, for real. Okay? We were told to fear our lineage. We were told to fear our gifts. We were told to fear the we were just told to fear whatever it is that we were taught. I ain't gonna front. When I first started ancestral, renovating my ancestors, I was like, yo, but then after a while, I was like, this feels very familiar. This feels good. This feels comfortable. Imagine, and my condolences to any woman that lost their mother or anybody that lost their mother. Imagine if your mother passed and your mother just wants some light. Your mother just want to protect you. She wants to protect you. She wants to protect her children. She wants to give you blessings. She wants to give you gifts. She wants to give you all of these things from the other side. But you're calling her demonic. And all she wants is a glass of wine and a cigarette and a candle. And probably some pork, some fried pork chops and some baked mac and cheese and some collard greens. It got to be the Glorious from the can. And she's then called demonic. We have lost our way, y'all. We have lost the ways of our rituals, our practices, our rites of passages, our ceremonies. We have lost the ways. It is time for us to get back and to connect to the truth of who we are, our ancestral wisdom, our ancient wisdom. We've been taught, oh, our ancestry begins with slavery when it does not. Don't believe that foolish lie. Your ancestors, our ancestors are literally healers, are literally shamans, are literally priests, are literally herbalists, the medicine women, the dreamers, the protectors, the warriors. Listen to what I said. Our ancestors are the healers. Our ancestors are the medicine men and women. Our ancestors are the shamans. Our ancestors are the high priests and the priestesses. Our ancestors are the herbalists. Our ancestors are the builders. Our ancestors are the teachers. Our ancestors are the warriors. Our ancestors are the protectors. Take that in. Right? And now understand why they saying ancestral veneration is demonic. Taking all of those skills, all of those things, all of those gifts that I just said. And this is why they want you to forget. This is why they don't want you to remember. Because they know who we are. They know who we are. We don't know who we are. I know who I am. Do you know who you are? You are one with your ancestors. If you are one with your ancestors, that means you are the warrior. That means you are the protector. That means you are the architecture. That means you are the high priest and the priestess. That means you are the shaman. That means you are the medicine man or woman. That means you are the healer. You are the herbalist. You are the teacher. You are a walking ancestor right now. When we've been venerating everyone else's ancestors, it is easy for us to forget our own ancestors. And it's been made that way for a reason. It's a conditioning of the mind. It is time for you to return to who you are. It is time for you to return to source, God, spirit, universe. You connect through your ancestors. You connect directly to them. I'm here to tell you your ancestor veneration is not demonic. Remember to remember. Remember to remember. Remember to remember. Please. They want us to lose our power. They want us to lose our knowing. They want us to use our wisdom. They want us to lose our knowledge. We can't lose that right now during spiritual warfare. This is the time you're supposed to be up in your game, up in the ante. We're not supposed to be out here dilly-dallying and doing all the extra stuff. This is the time when you're supposed to be on your Zoom doing what you're supposed to do. Being one with the collective. Sharing your knowledge and your wisdom to help somebody else. This world we live in can easily make you forget who you are with the distractions. Don't get distracted by the distractions because the distractions are just there to distract you. And that's it. Have an amazing day.